Like, for real, Lord? Like, me? Like, you really looked out for me like that? You knew what I wanted. You knew what my heart desired. And you did it for me anyway? What's up, y'all? It's been... Yo, I'm in social media just a little bit like this now. At first I didn't, but now I do just a little bit. But anyway, it's good to be alive, well, and present. And I just wanted to drop a little video about Stone of Remembrance. Okay, so real quickly, Stone of Remembrance is basically, it serves as like a memorial where you remember a pivotal moment in your life, like a crucial turning point. And so I'm reminded of Joshua, who was a successor of Moses. He led the Israelites into the promised land. These were people who were wandering around the desert for 40 years, and something pivotal was about to take place, okay? So they crossed the Jordan River on dry land. And so God instructed Joshua to gather 12 men, one from each tribe, to gather stones and like build a memorial to serve as a reminder of Israel's people forever, because that was a crucial turning point for them, you know, and they were to never forget it. And it was to be passed down that information from generation to generation. And so that's kind of what I want to do with y'all and share with y'all are my own personal stones of remembrance with God. Because if I don't share it, or if I don't write it down, I can forget, and then I'll drown in some of my current struggles. And so I think that's the importance of Stone of Remembrance, because if you remember God's past victories, it'll give you that confidence that you need for the current trials that you may be facing or that you're going to face. We've come through some tough seasons in the past. Best believe we're going to go through some more in the future. Remember God's past victories so that it can help you gain confidence in what you're going through now. Peace. I haven't been on social media lately, for those who care, but there was a friend of mine who reached out to me saying like, yo, where you at? You know, where your inspirational videos don't stop. And that really like gave me encouragement. And so this is my entrance way of creating the first video. Okay, so I recall going to Hawaii for my 30th birthday. Oh my God, y'all, I'm about to be 33. What is really going on? Okay, so in 2019, your girl turned 30, and I got so many confirmations from God. I was scared and needing some confirmation because I traveled alone. It was a solo trip to Hawaii, Maui, and I remember like wanting to be bold in my prayers and in my faith. And so I was like, you know what, Lord? Like, I'm spending all this money on this hotel and all this other type stuff. I need you to come through for me and upgrade my room. You know what I'm saying? I want an ocean view room. And so I was like, I'm going to just ask. When I get there, I'm going to ask the lady at the front desk or whoever was working at the front desk, like, yo, you know what I'm saying? It's my birthday. Can you hook a grill up? And allow God to handle the rest, right? So I was on the plane and we were getting close to landing, and I was chickening out. I was like, you know what, Lord, I'm gonna just be grateful, you know, that I'd even get a chance to fly to Hawaii. I'm gonna just be grateful, you know, forget wanting to upgrade and all this other type stuff. Okay, so I remember walking into the hotel entrance, and I was greeted by a young lady, and she greeted me with aloha, and she asked me if I was the only person on the reservation, and I was like, yes. And so she was like, really? And she was like, well, you know what, let me do something. You know, she did her little thing behind the computer, and she was like, I'm gonna upgrade you to an ocean view room. Yeah, I'm like, for real, Lord? Like, me? Like, you really looked out for me like that? You knew what I wanted. You knew what my heart desired, and you did it for me anyway? What? Without me having to ask? That was really big for me. That spoke to me. It made me feel like God really does care, and he's able to do it if he wants to. And it may not be as big to others, but that was big for me, because that is a stone of remembrance. That is something that I will always hold on to. that God cares about every single detail. And if he knows your heart, if your heart is pure, if your heart is humble, he will go in above and beyond for you without you even really having to ask, because he knows deep down what it is that you want. And so I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for that experience that increased my faith. And even now, like as I look back, it helps me to, you know what? Let me stop putting God in a box and let me pray some bold prayers. God is moving. I needed that experience to help carry me through some of the things that I've kind of already gone through and some of the things that I'm currently going through right now, y'all. I've been in a valley. I have been in a valley, but I'm hopeful because I have experienced God. This is just one of the experiences. So be on the lookout for other experiences, because you know what? I can't keep these to myself no matter how much little time that I feel like I don't have, because I want to be so creative and putting them together. Like, you know, as long as I'm faithful with small, God will bless it. So this is just one little intro to my Stone of Remembrance series, I guess I can say. Stay tuned.